YouTube was Amateur Boys. They're back with another banger. In this video, Abdullah Mason dominates Manuel James. Um, let's get it. First of all, Manuel James was a tough opponent. Got to give him credit. He kept getting up, right? He got up 4 different times, right? Abdullah Mason dropped that boy 4 times, and stopped him. And let's keep in mind that this dude took Rolly Romero 10 rounds. Rolly Romero went a 10-round decision versus this guy. So it's not like he was no bum, right? He was a tough opponent who had been tested by a borderline champion. Well, Rolly is a champion. He had a championship belt. So he went 10 rounds against a champion, right? Went to decision. Never been knocked down before, never been dropped. And Abdullah Mason dropped him 4 different times. In 4 rounds, he dropped him 4 times. So he was averaging 1 knockdown per round. So he really just beat that boy brutally. Look at the ref face. The ref face said, "Oh, he like, Lord have mercy. Let me stop this fight before he kill that boy." Right? Yeah. Just like I'm saying, prior to Abdullah Mason, he was never knocked down. But there's the first time for everything. Devin Haney was never knocked down before he fought Ryan. And there's the first time for everything. Ryan Garcia, I ain't gonna say that. Tank Davis has never been knocked down. Who knows if he ever will be? It is what it is. But what I want to say is Abdullah is challenger. He's world challenger level, right? He's in the top 15 and like every sanctioning body now. That's what type of talent this dude has. I just made a video about Keyshawn Davis becoming a WBO champ and beating Baranchik. Now Keyshawn Davis got 15 challenges that he could fight, pick and choose. But I'd rather see him unify. You feel me? And Abdullah Mason's people already saying world championship people name. I don't think he's at that level yet. I think he should get 2 or 3 other top 15 guys under his name. Then we'll know that he's ready for the champs. You feel me? Yeah, I think he need to fight other people in the top 15 to become a literal mandatory. I think he need to earn it. I don't think he should rush into it because he's going to be champion. He just need 2 or 3 more fights under his belt so we know, okay, he's solid. They can't fuck with him. Give him the champions. And I think those people he need to fight would be the people like a Frank Martin. Abdullah Mason versus Frank Martin fight would be amazing. Frank Martin extremely athletic. Frank Martin got decent power. He could box. But I think Abdullah Mason will put him down because Abdullah Mason is special. It's different from being athletically gifted and being good, but Abdullah is special. He got special talent. He big. He 5'10", 74-inch wingspan, long, big, long, southpaw, strong. He's rare, and he's disciplined. And we saw him get knocked down twice in his last fight. This fight, his defense looked impenetrable. So we saw the improvement, right? So him versus Frank Martin would be amazing. Him versus Andy Cruz would be a good lesson for him. I think him versus Andy Cruz would be crazy. We got the powerful puncher, southpaw, boxer, who's strong and athletic. And we got the slick Cuban Olympic gold medalist, Andy Cruz. Andy Cruz versus Abdullah Mason. I would pay good money to watch them dudes fight. That fight would be sort of a chess match, but I feel like he would force Andy to fight. And bro, that's a 50-50 fight. Andy Cruz versus Abdullah is really 50-50. I like both of those guys. And I would literally love to see them fight. But we know that promotional companies don't like putting their young guys against each other early in their career because they don't want to risk them losing. But I would love to see Andy Cruz fight Abdullah Mason. Right now I'm playing matchmaker because I love boxing. So I would love to see Andy Cruz, Frank Martin. I got Abdullah in that fight. Abdullah Mason, Frank, I got Abdullah Mason, Andy Cruz, 50-50. After that, I would love to see Abdullah Mason versus Tevin Farmer, right? Tevin Farmer just dropped Zepeda, right? So we know Tevin Farmer, a hell of a fighter. Discipline, I believe he's from Philly as well. Disciplined fighter, got a good counter punch, good, very defensively responsible. He a veteran, so I think he'll bring the best out of Abdullah. Abdullah gonna have to work to try to hurt him. It's not easy to hurt somebody like Tevin. You feel me? Tevin Farmer, a hell of a fighter. It's not easy to beat Tevin Farmer, and arguably Zepeda lost to him. You feel me? I would love Abdullah Mason versus Zepeda. I think Abdullah Mason could do it better against Zepeda than Tevin Farmer, because Tevin Farmer gave him a good counter punch and dropped him. I think Abdullah Mason could push Zepeda back. You know, it's hard to come forward as a pressure fighter when you get somebody that can knock you down. So Abdullah Mason versus Williams Zepeda would be a great fight. And finally, I would love to see a Raymond Martala. A Raymond Martala versus Abdullah Mesa. I would love to see that fight. I believe that fight would be extremely competitive. Both are big names coming up in the rankings. And I believe that those guys probably going to butt heads sooner than later. Obviously, we could mention Schofield. Schofield already getting a title opportunity versus Shakur Stevenson. But Abdullah Mason taking his time. He believes he can beat those guys, but he wants to be guaranteed that he deserves the opportunity. You feel me? He's not begging for the opportunity. He making the opportunity beg him. He's preparing for that opportunity. You know, they said luck is when preparation beats opportunity, and he's already prepared. All he needs is that opportunity to go up there and try to beat one of them world champions. You feel me? I think his best shot at beating a world champion right now would be Lomachenko. I think he could beat Lomachenko. Him versus Keyshawn, that would be tough. Him versus Tank will probably knock him out. He'll give Shakur a hell of a fight though. Abdullah will push Shakur, but I think Shakur just too skilled. You know, too many tricks of the trade. So Abdullah versus Loma would be interesting, but before he even get to that level, he got to fight some of these top 15 guys. So let me know what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe, and share this. Till next time.